Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Advanced Paralegal Certificate Course informational webinar from CLS by BARBRI. We'll get started here in just a moment to allow enough time for everyone to join us. So please just take a few seconds and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, well, it looks like we have a lot of people joining us today. So our webinar today will start with a presentation from Stephanie Elio, Vice President of Business Development at CLS by BARBRI. Following that, we'll take about 10 minutes to answer your questions live. So please be sure to put your questions in the Q&A and either one of our enrollment counselors will answer you directly or will address it live during the Q&A. If we do not get to your question, do not worry. We'll give you all of our contact information for you to reach out to us after the webinar. With that, I'm going to pass it over to Stephanie, who will get our presentation started today. Take it away, Stephanie.
Thanks, Deja. Appreciate it. Welcome to all of you. I want to thank you for spending time with us today. We are going to learn all about the Advanced Paralegal Certificate Course. Before we dive into that, let's talk really quick through the agenda. Who CLS is, all about 100% online learning, different instructor and peer interactions that are available through the course. Why would you want to take these courses in the first place? Which topics are available? What you earn upon completion? Where you can go to work, career options, and actually how to enroll. So, and then as Deja mentioned, we are going to have some live Q&A at the tail end of this, but feel free to type your questions in now. And we'll get them answered. I will probably answer most of them, but in case you have some unique question or I miss it, we've got help to get you what you need today. So who is CLS by BARBRI? We are the leading continuing legal education company and founded in 1980, formerly known as the Center for Legal Studies. We are part of the powerhouse legal education company that is BARBRI and proud to be so. They are the world leader in legal education, distance trainings, and certification. Why would you want to come to us to get this training? We're affordable. We work hard to make sure our tuition is low, affordable for everyday working people. Our delivery method is very flexible, 100% online, which gives you 24/7 access to our portal. You don't need any special systems or software, strictly internet access, and we'll do the rest. Our courses are credible. They are on pace. They are filled with skill development and training for real world needs, what you need to be able to do on the job today, and taught by experienced professionals. All of our instructors at CLS by BARBRI are either licensed attorneys with a minimum of 10 years in the field. They've got teaching experience on top of that, and they're not retired out. They're still working. So they really are in tune with what's going on in today's world. We have in the advanced program 16 different specialty topics of law. We're going to talk about those in a few moments. CLS actually graduates more students than any other legal training institute in the United States. And we do that through our college and university partnerships. We are actually educational partners with more than 150 college and universities that are all accredited institutions across the United States. Right now, I think last count, we're in every state but about 4. So the likelihood of us having a partner school near you is pretty darn high. Let's go ahead and take a look at what 100% online learning means. We're not going to spend a ton of time on this because if you've gotten to this point, it's highly likely you've already taken our paralegal certificate or perhaps done online learning somewhere else. Our delivery, it is an asynchronous virtual classroom. It's easy to use. We've got a very interactive platform. We use an online delivery tool called Moodle. If you've taken other online courses, it's very similar to Blackboard, Canvas. Many college and universities also use Moodle. We use it because it's really user-friendly. You don't have to learn any new software. Everything is just in simple plain English and easy to find and easy to navigate. All students taking online courses with CLS get 24/7 course access from the day class begins until it ends. And then we leave you another full session after. So it's 7 to 8 weeks, 2 months after your course ends, that you can still get back into the portal if you forgot to download any assignments or you wanted to pick up something that the instructor shared, whatever it may be. Included in the course themselves are video and printed tutorials, how to do this, how to do that. So if this is your first visit with us, then not to worry, it's going to be really easy. And on top of that, we've got administrative and technical support to help you every step of the way. And that's available to all of our students. That instructor and peer interaction, the way it works is bulletin board discussions with your classmates. That's a weekly assignment. Those discussion forums and built-in email tools are for easy communication. The way the discussion board works is an instructor will post a topic for discussion at the beginning of each week on Monday. Your job is to go in, read what that is, add your input. Once you do that, you're able to see what your classmates have responded. It is part of your grade to participate in those discussion boards weekly. And sometimes, they can become pretty dynamic conversations where students end up chatting back and forth, and it turns into a pretty cool discussion that is more than just your one required submission. So even once you complete that assignment weekly, because the class is only 7 weeks, you will definitely want to check back and see what other kind of things have been added. In each one of the topic courses that are in the advanced program, there are weekly assignments. Those are specifically designed to keep you on track so that you finish on time. Our completion rate is well above 85%, and students do finish this program on time. We're going to go into how fast or how slow you can get through the courses and how many you take in just a couple minutes. But the bottom line of all this flexibility is these programs are designed for busy adult learners. Whether you've got a full-time job, you've got kids, you've got aging parents you're caring for, whatever is going on in your life, this is something that you can blend and work into that and maintain regular life, but get your training at the same time. What you see on this slide are a few testimonials from students just like you who have already done this. The feedback we get from 95% of our students is they would absolutely take another course. They would recommend it to their friends. And they do believe that the training they receive in their courses is applicable in their current roles. If you're looking for any more testimonials beyond what's on the screen here, we do have a full page on our website, and there's also a lot of reviews on Facebook and social media that you can read direct accounts from students. Our enrollment counselors even have, I think, access to a couple videos that they could send you if that's something you're looking for, to hear the experiences of someone that's done what you're planning to do now. We are talking about the Advanced Paralegal Certificate. So before we get into the nuts and bolts of that, I do want to let you know there is a prereq for this course. It's not really enforced forcefully. The reason we have a prereq is we really want our students to be successful. We don't want you to go in and take a course that you don't have the skills that need to come before it to be successful in that class. So with this, we require that students have a paralegal certificate. Many of them have taken hours. You may be even taking hours right now, or earned a paralegal certificate elsewhere, or worked in the capacity of as a paralegal for at least 1 to 2 years. Now, if you're looking to just take bits and pieces of this program, we have people that are foreign trained attorneys, people that may have taken, they actually got their JD, or any other type of legal training. It can be discussed on a case by case basis. And if you don't fall into that just blanket rule of you've got a paralegal certificate or you already are a paralegal, then reach out to our counselors. Bring your uniqueness of your situation to them, and they will let you know if we can just waive that for you and help you reach your goals with some of this advanced training. Why would you want to advance your education? Well, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the number of paralegals is going to increase 12% every year up to 2030, 2031. So it is a growing industry. The more training you have, the more skills you possess, the more valuable you're going to be. You'll stand out in a competitive field. You're going to increase your earning potential. I don't think I've ever heard anyone tell me they don't want a higher paycheck. You can specialize in certain areas of the law with this program. You'll develop professionally. You don't want to remain stagnant in your knowledge of the law. You want to continue growing, and in doing so, you will grow in your career. The topics included in this program. So if you've taken any CLS courses before, you already know that our academic calendar is broken into 6 7-week sessions per year. We have lots of legal support staff training, paralegal, legal secretary, some legal nurse courses, investigation, courses that all follow the same calendar. They're all delivered online, and that is our 6 7-week sessions per year. Every course we have is available every single session. And almost all of them are completed in 7 weeks' time. So available 6 times per year. Each one of these course titles you see on this list is a topic within the Advanced Paralegal program. So to earn an Advanced Paralegal Certificate, right here is perfect. Thank you. To earn an Advanced Paralegal Certificate, you need to take 6 topics. You can do that in a 12-month period. Clock starts ticking when you take the first one. We allow our students to take those 6 classes, 1, 2, or 3 at a time in a single 7-week session. So our California students that are required to take this extra training to be in compliance with the California Business and Professions Code, which if you're on this track, this is not the first time you're hearing it. Most of those folks will do 3 plus 3. They want to knock them out. They want to get them done, move on, get that job. If you're already in a career, if you're already working as a paralegal, you're coming back for additional training, maybe you want to slow it down. Maybe you want to take a break. That's okay. You can still do them 1, 2, or 3 at a time in a single 7-week session, and you've got 12 months in a calendar year to get that done. Each one of these courses is going to have about the same time expectation. So you want to take that into consideration. This slide says 8 to 12 hours per week. If you took our paralegal course, I've got a pretty good gauge that I share with students. If you did our course, the 14-week paralegal certificate, and you scored, 90 or above, and you did all right. It wasn't too stressful. You managed to do the course and your life, and everything was pretty good. You can handle 3 at a time. If you're in the 80 to 90 range and life was getting stressful, cut it back to 2. If you were pulling your hair out and struggling to get grades and you had to retake some assignments or things like that, slow it down. take one. See how it goes. Move on to the next. You can always accelerate to catch up. But everybody's different. Everybody learns at a different rate in a different way. And we respect that and we welcome that. So whatever's going to work for you is the answer if you're asking yourself that question. It needs to be a fit for you. And you've got that choice. We have the same 70% minimum passing score for every topic within this program as every other course in CLS. It is a requirement. When you leave here and complete any training, you need to be competent in that skill set. If you do not pass any particular assignment with 70% or better, you will be given feedback by your instructor, kind of steered back in the right direction, and given an opportunity to do it again. The full syllabus for every single topic within this program is available on our website. If you go to the About Us tab, About CLS tab at the top toolbar on our website, scroll over that and hover over it. Drop down box will come and the syllabi link is there. So you can go in and just click on Advanced Paralegal. It will bring up all 16 topics, and then you can click individually into each one of those. Every syllabi will list all the learning objectives. We want you to know what we're going to teach you before you enroll. It'll go over the grading policies, withdrawal policies, talk about the books, and give you the reading charts and a rough outline of the course assignments through the week, 7 weeks. Want to make sure, even though I assumed if you were here that you knew the California regs, I want to have you hear it one more time. California is the only state in the country that actually has legislated regulations for paralegal training. If you reside in the state of California and you intend to work as a paralegal in the state of California, you are required to be in compliance with the California Business and Professions Code 6450. Basically, what that code says is you must have 24 semester units of substantive legal training. Our paralegal and advanced paralegal course, the time, 45 hours per 7 weeks, 45 clock hours, balances out to exactly, it translates into 24 semester units precisely. We originally designed this program for our California students to be in compliance. But what we have found over the years is that more and more every day of our students nationwide are picking up the advanced topics because of something I mentioned just a few moments ago. The more skills you have, the more valuable you are. The more employable you are, the more your earning potential rises. So where it used to just be California was kind of target student audience for this program, not anymore. Every day, more and more students are coming in, and you don't have to take all 6. You can just take a few. California folks, you got to take all 6. But everybody else, you have some choices. So we're going to talk in a little bit about digital badges. But right now, I want to, actually, it is the next slide. Look at that. Here we go. Why you can take just a few and still get credit for it. We added Credly as a partner about 2 years ago. You know, in the old days, it really didn't behoove you to take less than 6 because you didn't get any documentation for it. You could add it to your resume, but and obviously you got the training, so the value was there. But to prove it to somebody or show it from an job application standpoint, it was just a line item on your resume. Now you get a digital badge for every single topic that you select. If you've never gotten digital badges before, they are awesome. It's more than just a piece of paper saying you went to school from XYZ date to this date. You can actually drill down into them. Your prospective employer can drill down into them and see exactly what skills you were trained for. And that's what they're going to pay you for. So you want to be able to prove that whatever they are looking for in a candidate, you got it and you're ready to go. Once you complete 6 of those topics, you can also earn the advanced badge and an advanced certificate. We also have students that don't stop at 6. More and more these days, I'm hearing that they're just coming back for more and taking all 16. The digital badges are shareable on LinkedIn, social media, websites, your digital emails, your signature, and there's also job opportunities within the Credly badge. They post job opportunities. You can query it to geographic location. So it's very helpful in that respect as well. If you'd like more information on our Credly badging program, reach out to our enrollment counselors. The contact info will be at the end of this presentation. They have a video and some written information that they can easily email you. Paralegals work in every industry around. It's an incredibly transferable skill set. Everyone knows that paralegals work in law firms. They also work in corporations, insurance companies, healthcare organizations, government agencies, real estate, finance, banking. The list is actually very, very long and they go by many, many titles. But the skills that you can develop in these programs are core skills that you can take anywhere. It will enable you to stand out from the competition. Virtual paralegals are more and more accepted every day. The pandemic did a lot of negative press on that, but one good thing that came from it for paralegals was the ability to work from home. Before it was primarily an office position, very few virtual paralegals. Now it's been proven that you can do this work from home. If that is your expectation and something that is part of your goals for yourself, is to create a new career that you can remain at home. My advice to you is when you're applying for jobs, ask that question up front. Be honest about what your expectation is. Don't walk into a new job saying you're going to work in the office when really you intend to work at home. Or you want to set up honest expectations from day one. Coming in for a little bit and then expecting to be sent home, if that's not what that firm wants, it's probably not going to work. But there are plenty of opportunities out there, and it's becoming something that you can see within the job posts themselves these days. And speaking of jobs, CLS New Career Resource Center is a fabulous place to assist you in your career exploration. It is a one-stop center that is exclusive to our graduates. When you complete 60% of a course, you get an exclusive invitation that gives you access to career planning tools, resume writing, job alerts, job postings that are only posted within our portal. We also have a quarterly webinar series that provides tips from actual hiring professionals. The next one is coming up on June 28th. If you're currently a paralegal student, then you will have completed 60% of your course by that point, and you will get one of those invitations. We have had speakers from Robert Half, some very large national law firms come in to speak, and the advice that they have is spot on, real world, right now, awesome, good advice. So it gives you an edge over other candidates. You also get access to the CLS blog, which is filled with advice on how to grow and seek and secure and grow your career. The career resource guide, which my team in the background is dropping into the chat for you right now. That's something that you don't have to be 60% yet. You can actually download that. And we encourage you to do so. It's got some great advice in it, and it'll help give you more information about this course as well as some of our others. Legal document preparer is a designated independent paralegal. So if you are looking to work in California or Arizona, those are the only two that have really authorized LDPs and have standard regulations on board for them. If you are, you could call us for a personalized consultation, and our ECs will talk to you about it. But I can tell you now, it's basically, they've mirrored the requirements to the California Business Professions Code. If you want to be an LDP in Arizona or California, you're going to need to have the 24 semester units of substantive legal training, which with our programs includes both completion of the paralegal certificate and the advanced program, which is 6 topics. If this is your first time ever enrolling in courses with us, you will need to pick one of our partner schools. We work with about 150 plus accredited college and universities nationwide. We work through the continuing education and professional studies departments at those schools. The school that you select upon registration is who will issue your certificate of completion at the end. And that would mean you need to complete all 6. If you're just taking a couple of topics, then you will earn the digital badge, and that would be issued by CLS. Everything that you need to take these courses can be purchased on our website, legalstudies.com. Tuition for the full program is, for 6 classes, $3,300. They are $550 per topic. We do have a discount available. If you purchase 6 all at once, you get a $300 discount. So it knocks them down to $500 a piece. The books required, they really do vary by topic. Most of them use West Academic's Nutshell series, which is also a BARBRI company. And they are, I think they're running about 60, somewhere in that neighborhood right now, and they just take 1 book per topic. There's a few topics that don't need a book at all. I think it's victim advocacy and business law or bankruptcy law don't require textbooks. And then there's a couple topics that need some extra books. Immigration law has 2 books. Advanced legal research and writing may have 2 books. But for the most part, it's going to be a minimal investment compared to your paralegal core training. Westlaw Access is only a required tool if you take advanced legal research. You don't need it for any other topic in the advanced program. However, as a CLS student, if you're currently taking any program that we have, you can take advantage of that $89 rate for Westlaw for 7 weeks. But it's only a required tool for advanced legal research. We do offer payment options upon checkout, and that is through Affirm or PayPal. You can dump everything into your shopping cart and then just click it upon checkout. It'll take you to a secure checkout screen wherein you can fill in just a minimal bit of information. It'll come back to you if you're approved with different scenarios for breaking it out into monthly payments. If you want more information about that, it's also on our website under the About CLS tab. Again, where we got the syllabi link, and just click on payment options. It'll give you a ton more detail about what we have available. You can reach us Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time at 1-800-522-7737. Send us an email, info@legalstudies.com, or go directly to our website at www.legalstudies.com. Courses begin every 8 weeks. The next session to take any of these advanced paralegal topics is session number 4, and it begins on June 26th. We are taking registrations now, and we encourage you, if you plan to join us, get that in soon. So you've got time to get your books and be well prepared for when class begins in just under 2 weeks.
All right, so it looks like we do have time for some questions. Let's see here. What if we want to take the advanced legal research and already have access to Westlaw through our current position? Do we still have to purchase access through you?
Okay, that's a fabulous question. And the answer is no, but with some really specific advice. Okay. Westlaw does an audit, general audit every month when they bill us. We happen to be the largest reseller of Westlaw access in the world because of the volume of students that we train, and we use it in our training programs. So imagine our rates are pretty good. When they do that audit, they do a comparison of what would be paid in a pay-per-click environment for that student's access. It ranges about $3,500 to $3,800. If your employer is in a pay-per-click contract and you're using their access without their permission or knowledge of exactly how much access you're going to use, and they get a bill like that, they're not going to be happy. So no, you don't have to use ours, but the value is tremendous. And have that conversation with your employer before you presume that you can use theirs. Otherwise, do what's fit for you.
Perfect, thank you. Does this advanced course allow you to work in all states?
Everything we teach is based on federal law. State specific things are taught on the job. So yes, you can work anywhere. When selecting a partner school, we do recommend that you select the school closest to you. Odds are we've got one in your state, probably even in your town, but if not, choose the surrounding state. There's no requirement of which school to pick, but that's always our advice. And yes, transferable, bounce back and forth, LA to Miami to New York, wherever you want to go, it's all good.
Perfect, thank you. What is the expected workload for each subject? I work full-time at a law firm as a legal receptionist. Will this work with my schedule?
It should. Absolutely. You've got 24/7 access for 7 weeks. Evenings, lunch, weekends, you're looking at anywhere between 6 to 12 hours per week per topic. Start with one, see if you've already taken our program and you were under this 8 hours per week, then you could probably get one of these done in 6. So you probably handle 2 or 3. But if you're concerned about that and your current work already keeps you pretty darn busy, just start with one. Every topic's available every single term. We've got this session starting June 26th, and the next one is in August and another in October. So 3 remain for the year.
So where would I be able to find all of the upcoming course dates?
On our website. So on our homepage, when you see the Find a Course box, you put in the course you want and the format, which these are delivered strictly in the traditional online delivery format. It's going to, once you select online, it's going to pop right up, and it looks like my team just dropped all the future sessions right into the chat as well.
Well,
They are on top of it.
Perfect, thank you. And then is there a registration deadline for the upcoming course in June? So the June 26th start date, is there a deadline to enroll in that course?
Yeah, you can enroll right up to the day, and we actually even accept registration through the first week of class, but I don't recommend you put yourself under that kind of pressure. The courses require textbooks. You need to get those ordered. They need to get shipped to you. We want to make sure you have them before class starts, not 3 days after or a week after. So if you know that you're going to take the program, enroll now. The best recommendation is try to get enrolled minimum a week, but preferably 2 weeks ahead. So right now.
Perfect. And here's another question here. And I believe this was addressed earlier, but if you could just reiterate, can I take one or two of the advanced topics, or do you have to take all 6 advanced topics?
If you're trying to meet compliance guidelines for the California Business and Professions Code, you need to take 6. If that is not something that is an issue for you, you're taking them for advanced knowledge and training and added value to your skill set, you can take as many as you like. The limitation is no more than 3 in a single 7-week session.
Perfect. And how long will it take to get the certificate? So are you given the certificate right after completion, or how does that work?
The digital badges are issued about a week after completion. The certificates, because we need to send the data and notification that you completed off to the school and they issue your certificate, takes a little longer, probably about 4 to 6 weeks. And they'll mail it to you. But more and more, we have partners now that are not doing printed certificates, they're doing digital certificate that you can print out yourself. So those tend to happen a little faster. But as soon as you know you've passed, you add it to your resume that you passed immediately. I wouldn't wait for something to come in the mail before I started going to look for a new job if that was my goal, or letting my employer know I completed, because now you're in a position for a pay raise. Do that ASAP.
All right. And what if I am unable to complete the course in the allotted amount of time?
Students are allowed 1 extension, kind of no questions asked. CLS works with adult students. We are very attuned to the fact that majority of our students are not 18-year-olds or, that just got out of high school and have nothing else to do than go to college. Not that that's every 18-year-old's life. There's many that are busy too, but the older you get, the more things you've got on your plate, and crisis can occur. I mean, ultimately, you go into it with the plan that you're going to complete in 7 weeks. That's what you hope, and that's what we hope for you. But sometimes things can derail. Sometimes things can happen. So there is that 1 extension allowed, wherein you could stop in your tracks where you are and then deal with whatever's going on, come back the next session. For, really extenuating circumstances like severe illness or, worst case scenario, a passing of immediate family or something, just catastrophic. Everybody's a student here. You're not a number, and you work with our administration team and our program manager, and we'll help you figure it out.
Awesome. And then can I pay by topic one by one when I
Sure.
take it, or do I have to pay all 6 in advance?
Oh, no, you can pay them one at a time. If you pay all 6 at once, you get a $300 discount. But if it's more advantageous for you to pay as you go, you certainly can.
Awesome. And it looks like we have time for another question here. So I'm just going to throw this out there. How does this certificate compare to other more expensive paralegal programs?
Lower in cost, faster, more flexible in delivery, and better training as far as I'm concerned. We're not going to waste your time on a bunch of academic theory and irrelevant things. You don't have to take math classes here or science, or we're going to teach you job skills. This is all very practical, applicable training that you can do quickly and affordably and go out and put it to use.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Stephanie. With that, we're going to close out the webinar here. So we'd like to thank everyone for attending today. If you have any further questions we did not get to during the webinar, please do not hesitate to reach out to us at the phone number or email on screen. Our enrollment counselors are available and ready to help you. We will be sending out the video recording of this webinar if you'd like to watch it back, so please look out for that in your inbox by the end of this week. As mentioned, our next course session begins on Monday, June 26th, so now is a great time to visit legalstudies.com, enroll, and get your books ordered. Thank you again, and a special thank you to Stephanie for your time today.
Thanks. Thank you all of you for joining us. We appreciate you sticking it out till the end, and we look forward to seeing you in class. Have a great day.